Hey guys, I'm back with another candle review, and this time around for the 14.5 ounce 3-wick Rosewater and Ivy and Mahogany Teakwood candle from the Blends collection for semi-annual sale that starts on June 13th. And yeah, so the notes on this one read rich mahogany, black teakwood, soft rose petals, and rain-kissed English ivy. And whoa, I really don't enjoy this one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not even sure why I picked this one up, but I guess I don't know. I kind of wanted to applaud them for like doing something slightly different with the Blends collection. And I was like, you know what? I'll try every single one out, but oh my gosh, I really don't enjoy this one and never like see myself want to burn it like willingly or voluntarily, but here it is. So what does it smell like? Oh gosh, it's like mainly mahogany teakwood, like heaps and heaps of mahogany teakwood, which I really don't care for. It's everybody knows what mahogany teakwood smells like. It's that super strong like Abercrombie and Fitch like super cloying, headache inducing sharp men's cologne fragrance that has like a lavender teakwood and a mahogany note in there. Everybody knows what it smells like. And yes, so you get that first and foremost. Wow, a whole lot of it. And Rosewater and Ivy is definitely like the more secondary fragrance in this blend. The Rosewater and Ivy gets really buried. Like when I try to smell it, it just kind of it really gets lost. There's not like anything that's like super prominent like rose fragranced in this or even rosewater. It's just like this vague, super abrasive, powdery fragrance that enhances the abrasive powderiness of mahogany teakwood and just makes mahogany teakwood even more musty and more stronger and more powdery, more sharp and more abrasive than ever before. It's almost like a mahogany teakwood, like high intensity, but like a separate alternate version of it. I don't know. I just really don't care for it. It's really hard to pinpoint the rosewater and ivy component in this, but there is an extra powderiness that definitely comes from the powderiness of rosewater and ivy, but it's kind of hard to pinpoint, at least my nose, because mahogany teakwood is so strong and intense, but it intensifies it in the most like abrasive, worst way possible. So I really don't care for the blend. Like mahogany vanilla is so much better. Like I really don't care for mahogany teakwood alone, but mahogany vanilla is like really delicious and awesome. Like there's a very creamy vanilla note that makes mahogany teakwood way more like smooth and just like smooth around the edges. It just gives it a creamier, more palatable feel to it. This is like the absolute opposite direction of that, and that it doesn't smooth things out, but makes things even more rough, more abrasive, more intense, and just more harsh. So it's kind of like they went the opposite direction with this, and it's probably my least favorite mahogany teakwood blend. Like I don't mind mahogany balsam. That one does have a sharpness to it, but there's still enough of like a balsam note that gives it like a Christmassy vibe. I actually quite enjoy mahogany coconut. Mahogany peach was just so weird that I actually kind of still enjoy that one too. Mahogany apple has like a nice juicy sweetness to it as well that I don't mind that one either. I think this is just not a great mahogany combo. Like mahogany rosewater is just totally not where it's at. So yeah, ugh, yikes. If you want a mustier, more powdery, more intense, harsh, sharp, abrasive mahogany teakwood, then check out rosewater and ivy. But if you don't, then I would keep it moving. So that's pretty much what this fragrance smells like. Let me go into the performance. This is a fourth day burn, I believe, with a massive thick rope-like wicks that will suck quite a bit if you don't watch them. So definitely keep these kind of burning only at like 3 hours, and then make sure you do diligent trimming on them. But they burn super hot, vicious, and sooty. So it's just kind of what it is with these wicks. As for the throw, it's quite strong and potent, as you could imagine. Anything with mahogany teakwood usually has a very strong throw to it. Definitely like a good 7 to maybe even a 7.5, 8. I had no problem smelling it. Unfortunately, it's like quite a bit, like a lot to take in a bedroom. And you can definitely smell it in an open concept area. So the throw was totally fine on this one. So that's pretty much it for the performance. Overall, it's a no from me. I definitely don't need another one of it. If I could go back in time, or like let's say I didn't have a candle reviewing channel, would I have picked this up? Probably not. I do want to add that this is also actually quite similar to Fireside Rose from that failed test Rose collection that was out a few years back. Very similar to Fireside Rose, but Fireside Rose was a little bit more subdued. Didn't have quite a bit of a sharp punch to it. It was a little bit more subdued, whereas this one's even a harsher, sharper version of Fireside Rose. But if you did enjoy Fireside Rose, which was actually my least favorite from that collection, just because I didn't really pick up the rose similarly as I do in this candle, then maybe check this one out because it is quite similar to Fireside Rose, but a lot stronger, more punchy, and more sharp, but very similar fragrances between the two. But overall, yeah, not a favorite for me. That's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.